Thank you, Dr. Mathur. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Pradhan, Anshu, my friend, and my classmate, all the other panelists, and Mr. Jagdale from MNRE, and all the participants from the distribution utilities. Let me first of all thank Terry and Shakti Sustainable Energy for giving me this opportunity to come to this forum and share my views. It's indeed a pleasure to be here. The forum actually was conceptualized when I was still in the power sector in Rajasthan. Unfortunately, I could not attend any of the meetings then. And so when this invite came, I was more than happy to lend my support by participating in this forum. I think the purpose of the forum has been very well articulated by the previous speakers. It's a much needed uh, uh, requirement of the hour, and uh, and so we are very hopeful, with the leadership that is being provided by Terry and Shakti Foundation, from the baby steps that it has taken, and they are already quite big steps, I would say. It should be able to reach out and play the role that is expected. We see, forums in all spheres. There, even in transmission, there is a. I was not aware. Even for transmission, there is now a body which is looking after and advocating the concerns of the transmission companies. Generating companies already had it, and so it was really high time that there was a forum like this for the distribution companies. As Girish Pradhan sir said, I too am hopeful that gradually the leadership and ownership is actually taken by the participants, by the distribution utilities themselves, while the support continues to be provided by Terry and Shakti Foundation. Distribution utilities, all of us are aware. I mean, it's the breadwinner actually of the whole of the power sector. I see it as a breadwinner because this is the one actually which collects all the revenues for all the mouths to feed, whether it is transmission or whether it is generation. And as mentioned, it is the one, while we have surplus generation capacity, and so the problems on the generation side are of plenty. The problems of the distribution side are different. Transmission to today, we have almost a congestion free network. So that is not an issue. We are able to transmit power from any corner, virtually almost any corner of the country to another corner. So that's not an issue. But the distribution utilities, I mean, we are losing almost a rupee for every unit of energy sold. How do such companies survive if every unit sold is actually a loss to the utility? Their net worth is negative. 80,000 crore is the net worth, a negative, of the state distribution companies. The private distribution companies, I'm sure, would not, with their net worth, be able to add up to and make up for this loss. So, well, I don't have much to say. It's a matter of concern. The state of affairs of the state government owned utilities is such that there is immediate need to improve, and it's not the finances, of course, as I mentioned, finances, because they're having loss of 85,000 crore plus loss in FY19. If one looks at the cash loss, it would be in excess of a lakh of crore per year. Then in such a situation, how does it provide 24/7 power? As we are, excuse me, there is a call. So how do we provide 24/7 power, and how do we provide quality power? Of course, we have now reached near universal access, but quality power, 24/7 power in many states is still a distant dream. Of course, number of hours of supply have improved, have increased, but there is a long way for us to go. And so I'm sure this forum is going to certainly help in voicing the concerns, taking up issues of the distribution utilities. The Ministry of Power, of course, has a RPM, as they call it, review review and what's it? I mean, so RPM, they have a meeting every month, but then that is within, as was mentioned, within a certain environment. And so in that context, this forum certainly will provide a very good platform for the distribution companies to not only voice their concerns, but also in areas of their interest, and put them to the ministry, to the state governments, so that they can be taken up and their issues, their areas of concern addressed. With these words, I wish this forum all the very best, and this particular event a huge success. I have to go, for a meeting, and so I will, with your permission, I will take leave. But all the best to all of you. Thank you.